What's up, guys? So really quickly today, I wanted to go over my $5,000 comic collection. Comic Geek says the estimated value of my collection is $4,300, but I have a lot of things that I haven't actually put into Comic Geeks, and a lot of the stuff I actually gave away as well. So in this video, there's going to be a lot less than $5,000 worth, but still, I hope you guys enjoy, and I want to just show you guys what I have. Also, another side note is a lot of my stuff is going to be at college because I am back home, so I just bring back stuff from my college dorm every so often to bring back home for storage purposes. But still, I hope you guys enjoy, and if you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments. I hope you guys enjoy. Also, I'm sorry, the lighting is really bad. So let's start off with my manga I have here. I've been getting into manga for about a week now, and I have a bunch of stuff, and I want to tell you guys what I've read and also like just, show you guys my manga stuff. Starting off at the top of the stack, we have Jujutsu Kaisen 0 and Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 1. I've read both of these, and I've been a big JJK fan. I have already watched the anime. This is super good. I really like this series. Next, we have a Spider-Man Marvel manga. I actually enjoyed this as well. I think the artwork is really good in this, and it's just cool to have another manga that's made by Marvel. That's sick. Next, we got Chainsaw Man 1. I am so behind on Chainsaw Man, but I did read this, and this, in my opinion, has the best artwork out of all of these books. I think it is absolutely stellar when it comes to the art. Next, I got Kagurabachi 1 through 4. I've only read 1 through 3. I just finished volume 3 today. It is really good. I think that the beginning volume, a lot of people were critiquing it for being just an aura farming story. But as it panned out, a lot of people have started to like it more and more because the characters are super compelling. I highly recommend reading Kagurabachi if you haven't already. Next, we got Vinland Saga books 1 through 3. I really enjoy Vinland Saga, the anime. It's one of my favorites, and I've only read book 1. I plan on reading book 2 today at least, but this series is absolutely amazing. I think this is my favorite manga that I've read in all of this pile. And then last but not least, we have Vagabond books 1 and 2. I've read only book 1. It was amazing. It was super duper good. I really enjoy it. This book is super good, and I'm super excited to see the main protagonist take on a new name and a new role because that's kind of how the story ended. I think if he meets his friend again, that is going to be something else. I don't know if he's going to have forgiveness in his heart and be able to forgive his friend. I don't want to give away too much. Read Vagabond, super duper good. Moving on, as you guys can see, I have 2 comic boxes. I have 1 long box, 1 short box, and then a bunch of stuff on top that I haven't organized. So let me just go through the stuff on top first. Okay, so this is everything that was on top of the long box. I'll grab the stuff on top of the short box after, but let's just go through all of this together. This is super heavy. A lot of these are recent because I haven't read them yet, so I just put them on top so I know I haven't read them yet. We have Absolute Batman, the Arc M Special. We got DCKO Night Fight issue number 3. We got Matt Fraction's Batman issue number 5 with this really cool variant cover. I really like this cover. We got Transformers issue number 27 with this amazing David Nakayama cover. I'm sorry for the glare, the lighting is really bad here. And then we got Transformers 25 and 26. I have not fully caught up on the Robert Kirkman and Dan Mora era of Transformers because I haven't read any of these 3 issues, but honestly, I'll read them at some point soon. Next, we got Zatanna issue number 1. I believe I got this for like $1 somewhere. I don't really remember where I got this from. Next, we have Capes issue number 2. I can't read this yet because issue number 1 is back in my college dorm. If you guys have seen the other vlogs, normally I'm at college, but it's break right now, so I'm back at home. But yeah, I can't even read this yet, but still. Next, we got Escape issue number 4, I believe. This is issue number 4. I'm actually not completely sure. All I know is that the issue that comes out before this, I don't own, so I haven't read this yet. Next, I have probably the weirdest comic book you've ever seen. I have The Amazing Mary Jane 2 through 4. Yeah, I'm not really too sure why I bought this. I think it was on like really low discount or something at a place, and I just thought it was interesting, so I picked it up. But yeah, I'll definitely read this at some point because I have no idea what Mary Jane is supposed to do up against the Rhino. But those are all the single issues that were on top of my long box, so let's move on to the trades. Starting off, we got the Paper Girls trade. I have not read this, but I think it's going to be really good. I've heard amazing things about it. I believe it has something to do with time travel, but still. Next, we got New 52, Red Hood, and the Outlaws. I got this discounted somewhere. I don't really remember where. But if you guys watch my vlogs, I'm sure I vlogged it at some point where I got this. But yeah. Next, we got Superman Unchained, and it has the little Ollie's tag that says I got it for $6 and the retail price is $25. This is a good example of what I was saying earlier, how I go to discounted places to get these books at really cheap prices. But then my comic collection can grow. I can read a lot of these stories that I really enjoy. And then obviously the value number goes up and up. So it's super cool to like collect these books. But yeah, Superman Unchained, written by Scott Snyder, art by Jim Lee. I'm super excited to read this. I honestly don't know why I haven't read this yet. I'll probably read this the second I'm done recording. Next, we have Jeff Johns' Teen Titans Volume 2. As you guys can see, I got my Pokemon card bookmark in there. I've already started reading this. This is really good. The beginning issues are Beast Boy. I don't know why it's not Teen Titans, but still, I do enjoy this book. Next, we got another one that has the Ollie's tag. We have Suicide Squad Rebirth. This I got for $5 and the retail price is $17. But yeah, have not read this. Excited to. Next, we got Transformers Book 4. I'm honestly not sure why I didn't put it in there, but I'll put it there after. I've already read this. Super duper good. Daniel Warren Johnson's my favorite artist and my favorite writer. This Transformers book is so peak. I've read 1, 2, and 3, and now 4, all in trade paperback format, and I really enjoy it. I think you guys should definitely pick up Transformers if you haven't. Next, we got the Spawn Compendium. I also started this. I'm honestly not a huge fan of it so far. It's a little bit boring, but the artwork is super duper good by Todd McFarlane. But yeah, I do have it. Next, we got Extremity by Daniel Warren Johnson. He is my favorite artist and my favorite writer. I've already read this. This was amazing, and as you guys can see, it's the deluxe edition, so it's freaking huge. And then we got an even bigger book. This is Rook Exodus, the deluxe edition. This was gifted to me by my girlfriend and we read it together. I really enjoyed this. Rook Exodus is amazing. I wish I could get fully caught up. I cannot find issue 7 for the life of me, but still, I really enjoy this book. And then we got The Walking Dead Compendium 1 and The Walking Dead Volumes 9 and 10. I read Compendium 1 in one day. This entire thing, this was 48 issues. I read it in one day. It was so good. Robert Kirkman is one of my favorite writers of all time. All of his books I've binge read. Some of the books that I gave away Invincible Compendium 1 and Invincible Compendium 2, but I read Invincible Compendium 1 in 2 days, and I read Compendium 2 in 2 days as well. And then we got The Walking Dead Volumes 9 and 10, like I said. I read these both in one sitting. Super duper good. I'm telling you guys, tap into The Walking Dead if you haven't. Even if you've watched the show, the comic book is amazing. So those are all the things that were on my long box, so let's move on to my short box. So these are all the single issues that were on top of my short box, and you're going to find out why these were on top of my short box specifically when I go into the comics that are actually inside of the boxes. But this is basically just a bunch of issues of Rebirth Flash, starting off with issue number 75 with this cool cover. Issue 81, issue 83, issue 84, issue 86, and issue 87. But yeah, as you guys can see, there honestly wasn't that much on top of my short box, but let me show you guys what's inside my long box, and then we'll go to what's inside my short box. So as you can see, half of my long box is completely empty, but I was thinking about going through this, but then I realized there are a bunch of just random issues. So if you guys want me to go through my single issue collection, like let me know in the comments and I'll make a separate video on it. But I think it would just be boring if I just go through every single one here. I think my short box is a lot more interesting, so I'm going to show you guys what's inside of that. So the reason that the Rebirth Flash issues were on top of my short box is because this short box is actually filled with only Rebirth Flash. I really like the Flash. He's probably my favorite superhero. I prefer Wally West the Flash over Barry Allen, but they're still both competing for top 1. I really enjoy it. Their characters are amazing. I love speedsters as well. But as you guys can see, my Rebirth collection for Rebirth Flash is almost completed. I almost own every single issues in Rebirth Flash, which is super duper cool because the Flash is cool and I like Rebirth Flash. But again, if you want to see every one of my single issues, I will make a separate video. If you guys really want it, let me know in the comments. I also forgot to mention this because this was on my couch. We have Moon Knight by Jeff Lemire. This is an amazing book. I've read the first 2 issues and it's amazing. I lost my bookmark, but I know that I've read the first 2 and I enjoy it a lot. I can't wait to finish this and I probably will at some point soon. Now let's move on to the stuff over here. Starting off with my comic grail, this thing is worth the most when it comes to the price of the actual comic. This is Invincible, the New York Comic Con exclusive cover, and it's signed by Ryan Otley. I think the coolest thing about this is that I actually got this for free in a brand collaboration on TikTok. So it's super cool to own, and it has the certification from Ryan Otley on the back. So this is just super cool. I got it for free. Freaking sick, and yeah, it just looks absolutely amazing. This is my grail when it comes to single issues for sure. So as you guys can see, I have a pretty fat stack of trades, so I want to show you guys each and every one that was in my shelf. Also, I do want to mention, I do collect Pokemon and like other figures as well, so if you guys want a shelf tour, again, let me know in the comments. Starting off with the trades, we have Zatanna by Paul Dini. I read this was really good. I want to get more into Zatanna as a character, so yeah, really enjoyed this one. Next, we have Warzones, the Infinity Gauntlets. I got this for $1 because my LCS was closing. Super duper cool, and I have not read it yet. Next, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the IDW collection. I also have not read this yet, but honestly, I really want to get into it. This is another book I'm going to put aside because I do want to read it right after I finish recording this video. Next, we got Teen Titans by Jeff Johns, book 1. If you guys saw earlier, I do have book 2, and I read book 1. Book 1 was absolutely amazing. I loved it. Next, we got Teen Titans Academy. I read this. I honestly don't know how to feel. The beginning was really, really bad, but the ending was pretty decent. So, I don't know. It was like, okay. Next, we got Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. I got this in the Barnes & Noble's vlog. This was super cool, and I loved it. I can't wait for the movie to come out. Next, we have The Death of Superman. This book was so sad, and when Superman died, obviously, The Death of Superman, it hit the heart. Next, we got Spider-Man Blue by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. This is my favorite Spider-Man story of Peter Parker's Spider-Man. Absolutely loved it. My favorite Spider-Man story of all time is the 2008 Spider-Man Noir, but still, this is amazing, and I highly recommend it. Next, we got Saga Book 1. If you guys are a fan of the game Dispatch, this has characters that are very similar in my opinion. I really like this, and I can't wait to read more. I'm definitely going to pick up some of the other volumes, because this is only volume 1. Next, we have Red Goblin. I have not read this. I got this for $1 at my LCS closing again. But yeah, this was really cool to see, and I'm excited to read it when I do. Next, we have Redcoat Volume 1. I have a cool story about this. This was given to me by Image Comics. So this is made by Image Comics and Ghost Machine. And yeah, they gave it to me in a little package that I got to do an unboxing on TikTok. So yeah, super duper cool. Thank you, Image, for giving this to me. I read it. It was amazing. I loved it. Super duper good. If you guys don't already know, I say this in all of my YouTube videos. I am the biggest Image Comics glazer of all time. Just saying. Next, we have the New 52 Ravagers. I also haven't read this. This was at the $1 LCS closing event. So yeah, like I said, a lot of these books I just got because they were super cheap, and I will read them at some point, but may as well pick it up. It was $1 for a trade. Next, we have Nemesis Reloaded. Not a huge fan of Mark Miller as a person, but Nemesis Reloaded is really good. The art is by Jorge Jimenez. He is doing the current Matt Fraction Batman art. Super good artist. One of my favorites. And this book is just so unhinged. It's crazy. It's super fun to read. Next, we got King Spawn. Got this for $1 at my LCS closing. Have not read this. I will at some point, but next, we got Green Lantern New Guardians Volume 2. I really enjoyed this. This has a really cool arc between the Blue Beetle Scarab people and the Blue Lanterns, and they're going to battle with each other, so there's a lot of blue. It's super cool, and the artwork is amazing. Next, we got Rebirth Flash Volume 3. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of Rebirth Flash, so I do have a lot of the trades. I believe I gave trades 1 and 2 to my brother to read, but they're in the other room or something. I just don't feel like getting them right now. I just want to show you guys what's in my collection over here, you know? Next, we got Feral Volume 1. This was also gifted to me by Image Comics. This was so good. I'm a really big fan of Feral, even though I'm super behind. I've only read the first 6 issues. I believe there's 19 out. But super duper good. This book is basically a zombie story, but with animals. And it's just a zombie survival story. It's super duper good. I highly recommend picking it up. Super great. Next, we got Dual Power Bomb by Daniel Warren Johnson. Again, my favorite artist, favorite writer. This book was phenomenal. I highly recommend picking it up. It is about wrestling, but it's a lot more than wrestling. And there's a lot of fictional aspects to it that are just so unbelievably unreal. It's awesome. Literally one of the people that is featured heavily in the story is a necromancer. I'm just saying, super duper cool story. Next, we got Dark Knight's Metal. I don't remember where I left off. I could always just check Comic Geeks whenever I need to figure out where I left off. But this so far has been really good, and I just think the artwork is so good on this book. Next, we got Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths. This was gifted to me by my brother. I have not read it yet, but I've heard good things about it, and honestly, it's one of the ones I want to put to the side to read because it looks pretty freaking sick. Next, we got 3 Batman Beyond books. We have Batman Beyond Neo Year, Batman Beyond Neo Gothic, and Batman Beyond The White Knight. Dude, these books are all amazing. My favorite is definitely Batman Beyond The White Knight, but Batman Beyond Neo Gothic is also amazing, and Batman Beyond Neo Year is also really good. If you guys are Terry McGinnis fans, definitely pick up these books, especially Neo Gothic. Neo Gothic, if you're a Terry McGinnis fan, is just super heavily, he's the main focal point of the entire story. He fights up against some really cool villains, and I don't really want to say what they are because they're super unique. I'm just saying, pick it up, super duper cool. But if you're a fan of Elseworld stories, I would recommend picking up Batman Beyond the White Knight. This is my favorite Elseworld stories of all time. Super duper good. Honestly, Terry McGinnis isn't as featured as I thought he would be because he is the title character, but the world building in it, phenomenal. Characters in it, phenomenal. The creativity they took because it was an Elseworlds story, super duper good. I really enjoyed this one. Next, we got New 52 Aquaman Volume 1. I got this at Ollie's for $4. The normal price is $15. This is written by Jeff Johns. I'm honestly not a huge fan of Aquaman in this book so far. Obviously, it's just Volume 1. This is a pretty long series, but I'm a big fan of Mira, who's, I believe, his wife. Super cool story, and I highly recommend it if you're an Aquaman fan. Next, we got Absolute Wonder Woman. This book is super duper good. I'm telling you guys, it's my second favorite Absolute title for a reason. It is amazing. It's honestly a lot of people's top one. Pick this up. Just pick it up. I don't want to convince you, because you just should. It's like a thing that you should morally do if you're a comic fan. You should morally, because you have integrity to comics in the medium of comic books, pick this up. It's so good. But yeah, that's all of the comics that I do have at home in my collection. I hope you guys enjoyed. I do have a lot of comics back in my college dorm, so if you guys want to see a part 2 to this where I go through all the comics that I have in my college dorm, make sure to let me know in the comments. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.